Ow. Ow. Oh, wait.
We on the air?
We're rolling.
Oh.
Okay, welcome back. Review number 3. Bubba and the Beard. He's the Beard.
I'm Bubba.
You're both.
I'm Bubba and the Beard.
He's the Beard, I'm Bubba. They know by now.
You better.
Anyway, today we have a really good bottle. So far, one of my favorites, actually. We got Noah's Mill. It is genuine bourbon whiskey, handmade in the hills of Kentucky. This batch of bourbon was aged in wooden barrels until fully mature, bottled by hand. 57.15%. Wowza.
Wowza. She's hot.
That's a hot one.
It's hot. She's cute, isn't she?
That's
She's got curves.
114.3 proof.
Yep. That's distilled in Kentucky. It's a Willet and a KBD.
Yep.
Don't know really where the bourbon comes from. Really, we can only guess just because of the. It's kind of a secret bourbon, along with Rowan's Creek. If you're ever familiar with Rowan's Creek, you can Google that one and a couple more. Pure Kentucky XO, and this is off the top of my head. Another one I can't.
There's
remember.
another one.
There's another one, but they're good.
They're all good.
They're all good.
I feel like we should talk a little bit about ABV, since this is our ABV proof.
Third video, highest ABV.
Highest ABV we've done. We have some real high ones coming up here in the next couple weeks. Month maybe, who knows. This one's pretty high. People are usually scared off or put off by that, or they're like, ooh man, that is not something to be put off by. We are firm believers that if you need to water your whiskey or ice it, drink your whiskey however you like.
Don't water your whiskey.
Yeah.
Just kidding, I do.
Occasionally, you might want to water a whiskey. I like higher proof whiskeys. I am a firm believer. You go to the liquor store, you should be able to buy a proof that's high enough that you can tailor to your liking. Now, me typically, I rarely water mine. Even a hot one, like a 139 proof that we got, the Elijah Craig, I don't water that. I love it.
I think in the summertime, then watering is okay because it's so hot out.
Yeah.
I mean, for the wintertime, you don't need to water.
But it's
going to warm you up. It's going to make you. It's going to do the job.
With a higher ABV like this, it's great, in my opinion, as is. However, if you want to try to pick up some other nuances, you can bring that ABV down just by putting a splash of water.
Little story on this here of bourbon. A couple friends of mine happened to post something on the World Wide Web, and they said that they were in Bardstown, Kentucky, and that's where they were. And I was like, hey, do you mind bringing me back a bottle of liquor? They were actually, I asked them to bring me back some Elmer T. Lee.
Yeah.
And they, there was 2 of them in the store that I called. Said, okay, they got 2 Elmer T. Lee. And they said, yep, we'll get it for you. Well, they didn't happen to get there in time, and those were gone. Elmer T. Lee is getting very popular, and hopefully one day Bubba and the Beard can review Elmer T. Lee. We'd like to do that. But thank you, Aaron, and thank you, Ruben, for
thank you
bringing this back for us. But we're
so
on the nose.
We have the pour, we have the nose, and I just actually had to change my notes because I picked up something new.
Tell me.
Just on that. I'm going to go right down my list with my nose.
Okay.
Okay. Leather. There was leather there.
We like leather.
Yeah. Astringent, dry, woody. A lot of times with bourbons you get a brown sugar or even like a malty, like a malt ball.
Mm-hmm.
This, I get white sugar. Like jar of white sugar, open it up, just pure sweet, not brown sweet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Orange peel, and the one I just picked up that I actually had to change my notes for so I'll remember next time I have it, was sweet peppermint.
Ooh.
Yeah. Very weird. I don't know that I've ever picked that up on a bourbon before.
No, I don't think. Well, peppermint. Yeah, I have before.
I've
don't
gotten
know.
mint, but I've never gotten like a sweet peppermint, like a Christmassy peppermint.
Well, my neat nose notes are as follows.
I like that.
What?
Neat nose notes.
Neat nose notes? My neat,
That should be a thing.
it's neat. It's my nose. These are my notes. The first thing I got when I did my notes was chocolate. Not dark chocolate per se, just chocolate, milky chocolate. Pretty good. The next thing was maple and caramel, some vanilla. And in the back end, I got some nuts. I don't like walnut or, refined, nutty. It had a really good...
Gymnasium nuts or like pecans or
Like locker room nuts.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
All right, maybe not.
A little bit.
Too much. I felt like it was...
No, I get it.
Oh, no, I know. It was a joke. Very, very weird joke. But it's elegant. I said elegant. I wrote down the word elegant.
It is.
I don't usually write down the word elegant. And I write in cursive. Sometimes I don't know what
He does have elegant handwriting though.
I don't.
No, it is.
Chicken scratch.
It reminds me of like Civil War, like I'm running home, dearest Marie.
I kind of go with that a little bit.
Yeah.
And then the last thing I wrote, which you wrote down 6 times, was leather. Yeah, I definitely got. We're sharing on the leather. I get the hint. I'm thinking at the back end as I stutter, but yeah.
You don't want to.
I'm a mumbler.
You don't want to go in too deep on this nose.
I go right in there.
Well, like when I'm at the top, I get sugar. When I dig down, it gets hot on me. It's hot.
Bite you.
Yeah.
Are you ready for the taste?
I am.
And the key to really get the flavors and what you're feeling,
I gotta do it again.
it's kind of like a meditation in a way. And I told my friends Aaron and Ruben this is how I meditate. I get rooted, and it's just you get it. You coat your gums, you coat your mouth, and it's warmth, man. If it's cold out, like right now, there's a foot of snow outside.
I try to get it in between my gums, like my teeth, my gums, and my inner lip. My cheeks.
What are you getting?
All sorts of stuff.
What's your first thing? What was your first?
The first time we tried this, we were standing in my kitchen. He got it from Aaron and Ruben. Said, "Hey, I got some Noah's Mill. Let's check it out quick. Let's take some notes." Just a quick little tasting. I took a sip, and I think I almost visually exploded. I was like,
Yeah.
that is a leather baseball glove. When you were a kid, and you got a new baseball glove, and your dad or your grandfather or your uncle, whoever, helped you lather that glove up with mineral oil or conditioner or whatever. Put a ball in it, tie a rubber band around it, put it in the oven. When you take that,
Hey, eat this.
when you take that glove out, that smell, that's what I taste. It's delicious.
Man, I get that. The first thing I get on my taste, and I hear you, but first thing I get was
Chocolate.
vanilla wafer.
Oh,
Vanilla wafer is like those vanilla wafers, and it's bitey. I mean, it's the proof. It's that ABV. It'll bite you. It'll get you. But if you look for it, you're gonna find it.
well,
But I did get the chocolate. I said I got the hint of chocolate, and the proof snaps the buds. I think I said that because it's just a snappy. It gets you. But it's
now
good.
to your chocolate. I didn't get chocolate on the nose. Okay, I know you got chocolate on the nose and in the flavor.
Oh yeah.
I didn't get chocolate on the nose, but my second thing that I wrote after my long sentence about the glove was bitter cocoa. So it was interesting for us because the way we typically do our notes, we do notes before.
Separately.
Yeah. So, well, we might sit at the same table, but we don't talk. It's a very cerebral thing for us.
Yeah.
He does his, I do mine. He does his at home, I do mine here. And then we kind of talk about it, and we don't tell each other anything while we're doing it. We don't tell each other scores. I mean, I don't even think he knows my score on it yet.
No,
So we usually try to wait.
This is the first time he's had time. He did notes right before we started this video, actually. I've had a little bit. First time I had it was with Ruben and Aaron, and we had some, and it was delightful, good company, good time. And I've had it a couple times, just small little drams.
I'm trying to get that locker room nut on my tongue, but
Yeah.
I can't get it.
You can't get it?
No.
Oh, well. Yeah.
Can't get it.
Thanks for bringing that back up.
No. My last few, if I haven't.
I'm glad there's no audience here that can hear us talk about it. We edited it out. So.
Bite. I just put bite. Hot. And it burns your lips. Now those three things to me, I love. I absolutely love. This is a very good. I really enjoy this bourbon.
I wish you could be a daily driver for me, but at the price, it's a little bit up there.
Did we talk price?
We haven't yet. We need to. But before we do talk price, I wanted to say, what did I want to say? Something about, it's a small batch. This is no age statement. And the NAS, as you'll see sometimes on a bourbon bottle. NAS just means they're not telling you how long this liquid sat in a bottle after they distilled it. But we know that the bourbon in here is no less than 15 years old before they bring it out. That's one thing that they pride themselves on, and you can tell in the flavor of the taste.
For sure.
But we were talking about the
What were we talking about?
score.
Scoring. You want me to go first?
Yeah, go ahead.
If you've watched the previous reviews, you know I'm a pretty hard scorer. This will be my first one in the 90s.
What is it?
A 90.
90. You have a 90.
90. I really like it. I could even go 91.
Well, I gave this when I reviewed this.
Hold on. I'm making it official.
Oh, okay. You're gonna bump it up one more point.
It's 91.
Good.
Yeah,
I like that.
It's good.
I like it because we're only 1 point off now.
Yeah.
I'm glad when we're that close. When we don't know our scores. I'm 92. This is a solid 92, high 92 actually. I almost wanted to give it more than a 92, but that's what we wanted to say. The price point. I think for the price of it's a little too much for me. I just think $52.
Well, and let's explain kind of our stance on things with pricing. We are not wealthy. We're not poor. We're middle class guys. We work for a living. I work in fiber optics. He's an author. So
write books.
Damn good one at that too.
Thanks, Bob.
We're not wealthy people. We tend to. I believe some of the best. One of my favorite bourbons on the planet. I just bought a bottle for $35, and it is absolutely delicious.
We're gonna review that.
It's hard to find.
I have it too.
It is hard to find.
We both have it. He actually turned me on it, but we'll review that later. Don't say what the name.
I know. But so we're always looking. We're always looking for the bottle between 30, 25, 30, and 50. That range for us is great, and I think a lot of people are in that ballpark.
Oh yeah.
Now, I will buy a bottle of whiskey that's $40 all day long, as long as my wife will let me. But the 70, 80, 90, $100 bottles, I will buy those, and we've got a couple right back here. But those are more of a let's buy them.
Christmas.
Pull them out for special occasions when a buddy comes home, and you haven't seen him in a while, or Christmas, or let's pull that out and enjoy that. But that's I'm hoping that we can play a little role in getting the middle of the road guys into whiskey.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cheers to that, because whiskey has become a great hobby for me, and I'm sure it could be for others.
We want you to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
We want you to like and share Bubba and the Beard, because we're kind of cool guys.
Yeah.
And we don't like to toot our own horns, but we're really cool.
Subscribe on YouTube if you can. Like and follow on Facebook. Any way you can help us. Be greatly.
Muchly? Hugely? No, dare I say.
Muchly greatly
I hate
appreciated.
that word. I hate that I said that word. I hate it. I know.
What, locker room nuts?
If you can drink it,
We'll review it. TERVISEKS.